Hello. Are you looking for the evidence and analysis you need when writing about the theme of violence? Well, look no further. The aim of this video is to provide you with all the information you need to help you achieve the very highest marks when being asked to explore the theme of violence in the novella The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What we'll do now is run through a plethora of key quotes and analysis that you can include. So let's begin. The deadliest terror sits by me at all hours of the day and night, and I feel my days are numbered, and I must die, and yet I shall die incredulous. As for the moral turpitude that man unveiled to me, even with tears of penitence, I cannot, even in memory, dwell on it without a start of horror. Witnessing transformation is what leads to the death of Lanyon. The fear that the character now feels is reflected in words such as superlative deadliest to indicate there is nothing more deadly, terror, psychological torture, and horror, physical fear. Utterson, I swear to God, cried the doctor, I swear to God I will never set eyes on him again. I bind my honour to you that I am done with him in this world. It is all at an end. The line highlights the desperation of the character and his desperate decline as a respectable man who has the ability to control Hyde. He appears addicted in the same way a drug addict would be. The oath in God's name, whilst also indicating honour, which indicates that the character is a noble one in comparison to his doppelganger Hyde. He is obviously the opposing part of his psyche. The simple declarative sentences, it is all at an end, is again ironic, as the end is ultimately for Jekyll and not necessarily for Hyde, although obviously they both die at the end. It was also believed that the brain was split between good and evil. Jekyll's decline would support the notion that his mind becomes fully taken over by Hyde. If I am the chief of sinners, I am the chief of sufferers also. The quote indicates the true duality of the character and the psychological conflict within. Chief demonstrates not only that the character is extremely sinful, but in fact the leader of it. However, the notion of suffering not only links to the concept of hell, but also to the regret the character is tortured by as a result of the fury and violence of Hyde. The declarative sentence highlights the feeling of the character at this point in the novel, which begins to hint that Jekyll would rather escape the pain than become Hyde. It was like a man, it was like some damn juggernaut. This quote perfectly exemplifies the notion of reverse Darwinism, the principle that mankind can and potentially has regressed. The demonstrative pronoun it indicates that the character feels that Hyde is no man and therefore something other and monstrous. Ordinary secret sinner. Again, this quote indicates that there is nothing exceptional about Hyde. We are all therefore potentially sinners. The adjective secret creates a Gothic tone of something subversive and dangerous.